Are we live? Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of your favorite YouTube channel. Hashtag KTLC Sports Talk with your host Justin P. This is episode 143. You can check out episodes 152, 151. I did 152 this morning. Just did my recap of the first round of the draft and picks that stood out to me. And 151 a few days ago with Jose from LBHT podcast, Lunch Break Hot Take. He came on here. We had tons of fun, man. That was amazing. You already saw that, Cam. Ladies and gentlemen, he was one of my special guests. The other one's coming. Many of y'all probably know him. He's an aspiring actor, rapper, the whole nine, man. The guy's a jack of all trades, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Cam Rue to KTSC Sports Talk, man. What's up, bro?
What's happening, big bro? What's going on with you?
Nothing much, man. Go ahead, say a little bit about your music and all that stuff like that, and then we'll dive right.
Oh, yeah. Now, if y'all want to follow me, man, I put my IG up there, my Twitter up there. I've been doing music all my life, and I got into acting because I was blessed enough to be an extra. Like I was doing independent stuff, and then I wound up being an extra for Will Smith in one of his films called After Earth. And after that, man, I just kind of like fell in love with it because he was so down to earth with everything, man. He walked over and he was just chopping it up with us, like how we talking right now. He was talking to myself and the rest of the extras, like 16 of us. And he was like, yo, he's like, you don't have to change who you are to be here, man. Just keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing, man. He showed us so much love, man. It was just like, he can't do no wrong, man. You know what I mean? Unless he do something really stupid. Everybody human, bro. So, that's another subject for another time with the whole situation where he.
Oh, here's Jermaine right here.
Yo, look at this one.
I got him.
Yeah, man. Sorry I'm late, man.
No, it's all good. We just started.
Dinner bell.
We just
get started, bro.
Y'all already know who this guy is. He don't need an introduction. I'm gonna give him one anyway. All right. Jermaine Lockett, aka Couch Rider Raven Report, man. He has over 1,000 subscribers, man. This guy started up from the ground up and it's booming, man. Like I'm always in his ear every day trying to get this, man. Welcome to the show, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you having me. I'm sorry I'm late, man. Like I said, that dinner bell rang. I had to answer.
Actually, I'm the one late, man. I had to run to the store and then I had to use the bathroom. So I apologize to you guys, man. I value people's time, but
it's all good, bro. We here, man.
All right, so let's get into it, man. Let's Ravens draft, man. A+ from everybody, but you still got those unhappy campers because obvious reasons didn't get receiver, didn't get enough edge rushers, et cetera, et cetera. So we're gonna dive right into it. Cam, I'm gonna go ahead and let you start first. I'm gonna go ahead and let you finish it all your thing.
As far as I'm concerned, man, they at least get an A from me. I mean, I understand everybody may have wanted a receiver in some form of fashion. Actually, it's funny that Delicious is in here because we would DM each other the whole draft, man, from after we did the live streaming couching after the live streaming on draft night from day 2 and day 3, man. We was hitting each other back and forth, and to come to the realization, like even hitting up Maine, like it's like if we did get a receiver, is it going to change anything or is it going to hold back what we got going on? You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody looking for the replacement of Hollywood, but we might have him already on the team. We still got a lot of speed. It's just that Hollywood speed just seemed different. You know what I'm saying? And it should.
That's South Florida speed, yeah.
It's just different, but we can't say that Tyler running. He ran a 4.3. He was 15. He's a 15-yard even after the ACL. He was a 15-yard guy, 1,500-yard guy at Oklahoma State. So they played against each other. So we got some smoke back there, bro. They got a NASCAR package. They bring everybody out there. Now you got a NASCAR package without Hollywood. You can still replace the speed. You know what I'm saying? So I still feel good, man. I think honestly I think that it might be better for both teams, us and them, in the sense of you got all the players that's out there, they all run after. They all yak players.
Yeah.
Tylen, Bate, James, Duvernay. You know Duvernay is all day, but they all yak players, bro. They all, you can give them a slant, and they if they wiggle you right, or not even wiggle, they might just break a couple tackles. They might take it to the house. They've done it in college, so it ain't like I don't think we losing. You know what I mean? That's all. Go ahead, Couch.
I feel you. So, all right. So here's my thing. I'm probably gonna say this on the show tomorrow night as well. When it comes to being part of the flock, it takes a special breed of person. It takes a special breed of person.
Yeah,
For those who are whining and complaining and saying things that are not going to go their way as far as getting the wide receiver that they wanted, it is easier than Hollywood Brown's trade request to leave the flock. It is just that it don't even require. You ain't got to talk to Edie.
You ain't got to have no
You
request.
ain't got to say bye. You ain't got to collect $200. You ain't got to do nothing but bounce to another team that you are lusting after because that's what y'all want the Ravens to be. When it comes to this draft, it is an A+ because I predicted it before when I said it on the show previously that I said Baltimore would have not 1, not 2, but 3 first-round picks. And what happened? I get a text message while I couldn't access my phone at the time from Cam Rue, and he says, "We got 3 first-round picks." And I'm like, say again?
Yeah. We actually got 4. If you really want to break it down, because Travis Jones, bro, he was mocked. Even some people had him mocked to us at some time.
Yeah, he had a first round break. I think by him not playing this year, their school set out kind of like hurt him a little bit, but he showed up.
Mm-hmm. And so it's like, okay, we went in there, we got what we needed. And the thing is, I think Cam Rue and I both got our guys. Don't get me wrong, I wanted Jordan Davis, but you remember I kept saying or Tyler Linderbaum. You were like, no, brother, no. And I'm like Tyler Linderbaum, man. I'm like telling you, Marshall Yanda has been hanging out with him, mentoring him. I'm like, this dude's the next coming of Marshall Yanda. Y'all don't understand this, that, and the other. And boom, we boot out Hollywood, give him the foot, and say, hey, come on, town, baby. We got some sandwiches and stuff. We'll feed you in sandwiches, young man. Let's go.
I've been screaming Kyle Hamilton since day one, bro.
Yeah.
But that's a wish. That was a wish in the prayer, man. That Joker was supposed to go in the top 5. You know what I mean?
I was like,
miracles do come true.
Yeah. Like I said, now the thing is I feel like this entire class, like I feel like there were 40-time coaches out there willing to work with these guys.
Yeah.
And they just said, nah, bro, I'm good, fam. I'm good. And then they just decided to leave that money on the table, and these owners and GMs and coaches bid into this whole 40-time mess and decided to drop people's stock based off of that. I do feel like it's a fault on both sides. It's a fault on the coaches and GMs because they didn't just trust the tape. You got to trust the tape. This 40-time is a totally different style of running than what you're going to be running on the field. Kyle Hamilton fell to us, fortunately, because coaches and GMs tend to just look at that. They got that Al Davis in their system somewhere. It's flowing. Their spirit is in the room or whatever. Yeah, they just see a stopwatch and they just think, oh, that's where it's set. So he fell to us. And if you look at a couple of the free agents that we got, or the undrafted free agents that we got, same situation. There were some 40 times that fell, but you could see production with their college careers. Some were leading their team all time in receiving yards that are undrafted coming to us. I'm like, all time you led your school, and it's a top tier school. Mississippi, Bulldogs ain't no joke.
No.
And they led their school in that. So I'm thinking Baltimore really panned out. When they got Ojabo, I was very pumped up because this guy, he says that McDonald, that I want to say it was the line coach that was under him, says he unlocked him. Says he unlocked his potential. He didn't give credit to McDonald. He gave it to the underlying lineman coach and said, hey, this guy is the one who truly unlocked my potential.
The line coach gonna be more hands-on with him, so I can see.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, I'm like, if he's giving credit to a guy who's underneath McDonald, who's also working with the Ravens right now, and he's got to be excited that he's going to be working with McDonald again. This is going to be fire. This is going to be an electric offense. An Achilles injury does not take but 6-7 months to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Terrell Suggs came back after 5 months of an Achilles injury. And he ended his career with 39 sacks after that point. I was at the game when he was drafted. When he came back from the Achilles injury. It was against the Houston Texans. It was a huge blowout. Don't get me wrong. Joe Flacco he crapped all over that game. But first play of Suggs coming back after that 5-month injury was a sack by Suggs. So I'm looking forward to seeing the same from Ajabo.
Yeah, man, good breakdown on both of you guys' views. With me, I love it. Like I said, I loved it. I gave it an A. I'm gonna go round by round. Kyle Hamilton, I did not expect him to be there at 14.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at probably like Jermaine Johnson, possibly Trent McDuffie, maybe a trade back and then grab a Lindenbaugh and then get an extra second, something of that nature. But I mean, like, they really gonna let Sean Taylor Jr. fall right now, lap like this? That's what remind me of a Sean Taylor, Cam Chancellor.
Yeah, the pick before just really it kind of broke my heart.
That man was crying in the car.
Go back and watch the recap. I might have lost it on the show.
I like though, but it's like you can find guys like him in later rounds. Like we got Travis Jones, you got Michael. Yeah. He's good. Don't get me wrong. He's gonna learn from Fletcher Cox and be a beast. But Cal Hamilton, that's only like those guys. You miss out on them. You gotta wait the next year.
Yeah, and I hate that word generational talent, but yeah, we are looking at something that is absolutely phenomenal at the safety position, and I'm excited to see what comes.
And I don't want us to crown him super early, but think about that. You're just saying like generational talent. When's the last time we seen Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu, or Sean Taylor? That was like what? That's been at least 10 years. When did
honestly in Baltimore?
When's the last I'm saying in general in the league. In
Baltimore, though, like when's the last time we seen a DeWarren Landry?
Yeah, no. I'm just saying
it's just been terrible when it comes to the Ravens.
Like, Ed got drafted with.
You there?
Yeah, I'm there.
I think Cam froze.
Probably so. Yeah, but it was like I said, it was a great pick, man. Like I said, it wasn't a position of need, but hey, you take the best player available right then and there. Like I said, Chuck Clark, they said he's supposed to be on the trading block now. Don't know until officially.
That was according to Jason La Cap for.
Yeah, he's right, probably like 20% of the time, but
20%. I do not trust that dude for nothing. There's a reason he don't work for NFL Network. He put that out there as speculation. He had no grounds to say, hey, where he got that from. This dude straight up lying. And actually, if you look at the presser from draft night, Harbaugh was saying something about a 3-safety system. Yeah. And he said he was looking forward to using a 3-safety system to have superstars back there like that. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be exciting to see how this looks. Because I remember how it looked in Houston. It wasn't as great with the 3-safety system. But in Baltimore, who knows how that's going to look with a new defensive coordinator.
Yeah, definitely. But like you said, then you say plug him back there, move Chuck Clark, the nickel dime linebacker, have it back spring right there in the nickel set, because we're going to play nickel majority of the time. So passingly, put them two right there, and boom. Hamilton and Marcus Williams roam over the top.
Yeah,
I feel sorry for any receiver that catch a pass, man. I know you can't hit like you used to.
Yeah.
I think somebody will get tattooed. So.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a no-fly zone. I'm excited about that. I think when it still comes to our corners, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to rise to the top corner-wise. Hey, he's back. He's back, man. So finish your thought, man. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying that. When's it like when you say generational talent? Like, when's the last time like we had somebody that just in the lead in general, like a safety that's that game changing. Like they asked Ed Reed, I think last season, it was like, what safeties do you really like out there? He said, honestly, he didn't like any of them. And he said, he said, there's no knock on anybody. He said, but it's like a NASCAR out there. He said, these guys should be picking everything off, bro. He said, It's no reason they shouldn't be getting like more picks than what they are because it's so much throwing going on, which is very true. Yeah, like you gotta have somebody to change the whole tempo of the game, bro. You know what I mean? And he's a tone setter. He may not hit as hard as Sean Taylor, but he put a couple of jokers out. He put out what's my man named Bell from that got drafted by Cleveland, the one that the receiver from Purdue.
Bell, yeah.
Oh man, he hit him right under the ribs, and Bell went this way like a daggone tree. I was like, oh my god! I think that was the first play I saw, and that's when I was like, yo, you gotta look at Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah,
that's
I'm like, are you serious right now? Like,
yo,
what we looking at? Like,
serious, bro.
It's the phenom, and the thing is like, most time you don't see that true interchangeable strong safety, free safety type of guy. Most of the time you see more strong safety than anything. And then every once in a while you might see a piece of a glimpse of free safety. This is true free safety that can really flip the switch and lay the wood.
Yeah. He's rangy, bro.
It's like we got to get back to that, to that fierce defense last year.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Before the injuries, we wasn't in the same place. Like we went to the Raiders and let them score. They got field goal range with 30 seconds, no timeouts. That's not Ravens defense. We don't allow stuff like that. The sacks wasn't there. The interception has been the lowest as it ever been. So
we were second lowest in the league, I believe.
Yeah.
Had to get back to that style. Like everybody, we go defense all the time. Like that's what we do. Like we never going to be a Kansas City with scoring 40 points a game. Don't get me wrong, we have flashes of that, like 2019 when we scored everybody out and all that. But we got our own way of doing stuff. Like how we're going to score 40 is going to be different how Kansas City or the Bengals or the Rams.
I think everybody want that. They both of y'all been saying like, and even I see Delicious over here making the comments. We gotta, just like you said, people can leave. You know what I mean? Like they can leave, just like Hollywood. People like this is my thing, right? If you look at when we won championships, it was running, it was hard defense, and that's just us. That's our makeup. Yeah. Look at we got the same makeup as Pittsburgh. If you want to look at anything, you look at your big brother. That's always going to be our big brother because we've even Steve Bisciotti even came out. We tried to model our whole organization after them. You know what I'm saying? And we do that. I mean, we pick similar players. It's just the truth.
It's just they're better at developing those wide receivers.
But we're better at developing inside linebackers better than they are. So we better even at that. Let's go even further than that. We better at developing corners than they.
Yeah, I'm about to say we develop corners better.
Yeah, so everybody got their niches, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the mentality, the culture. The coach is blue collar. The coach is hardworking. The coach is we can get flashy, but when you come in here, if you trying to bully a bully, you're not gonna bully us.
Yeah, and it's at least 7 players on did not practice or something or did not participate after you finish playing the Ravens or playing the Steelers. So that's kind of where that mentality.
Even Steve Smith said, he said, yo, when I first played the Steelers-Ravens game, he said, yo, I was so sore the next day. I played in rivalries before. He said that was different.
You got to put in reservations for ice.
So every time, watch, just think about this. All think about this, even Delicious included. Every time you watch one of our games, right? When we turn it on, soon as somebody get in the fight, that's like what I wait for. Like I'm sitting there like, okay, and then somebody on the other team does something to make the switch come on, and then the next thing you know, bang,
it's the first punch, and then the fight is on. None better than that Willis McGahee, Ryan Clark collision. That was just that epitomized the entire relationship of these two teams.
Yeah, but that's what we bring to the NFL. We bring a similar they're trying to get back to their roots. That's why they got Najee Harris, even though they didn't get a line, and they're trying to put the line together. They got to get back to their roots. We got to get back to our roots, and it's just a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We found something. We never had an offense this impactful until we got Lamar.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? They had with Ben, they've had like an impactful offense. You know what I'm saying? But then they got too happy with all the passing. They weren't doing that before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When Pittsburgh was a problem is when they had a running game.
And the bus.
When Bell was there, when Bus was there, they were a problem, bro. They were still throwing up 30, 40 points a game, but what you gonna do? You getting beat down on the ground, or they hitting you in the air, or they doing this. Like it's always been a problem.
They played. They wasn't
Sorry,
giving
my
up.
dog. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I can't hear. I'm sorry.
No, I said they wasn't giving up no points back then either. They were stinky.
Right.
So now we're trying to get back to. We trying to get back to playing suffocating defense. Granted, you can't play like you want because of the rule changes, but you still within that gray area. You still physically trying to football defense. Like the Rams just showed that. The Bucks just showed it. You know, couple teams. You know, several teams are showing you still can play physical defense within the new ways of the NFL. So I think the picks they made, they told Mike McDonald basically, you know, you're a new coordinator, we'll get you all the pieces we need.
Yeah, I think when it came to this draft, I think it was a way of EDC making a statement to say, hey, look, we handle business differently, but we gonna win some ball games. And I think the reason that that statement was made is because I feel like it had 2019 vibes.
Yeah.
You know, with two tight ends selected, with you know what I'm saying, we're not really focused as to what, you know, wide receivers going on or whatever, because in that 2019 season, Lamar really killed it with the 3 tight end formation.
Yeah.
To have these 3 guys with Isaiah Likely probably being a wide receiver for us, or maybe coming out there in some of those sets, I think it'll be a lot better looking than having what's his name, Ricard, come out there in those sets, and hopefully that he's replacing him in some of those sets and putting Ricard more in that fullback set that he needs to be in. But having those 3 tight end sets out there are going to be great, especially when you get a healthy Boyle, we get Likely, we get Andrews. You know, I think those 3 right there would be the phenomenal 3. And then to have so much depth just in case there's injuries and blocking tight ends, I think it's pretty cool.
Just what was you saying? Because
No, basically I was saying like they just basically told Mike McDonald, we're going to give you all the tools you need. He a new defensive coordinator, so we got he need your defense because basically Martindale was out. This is your show now. What you need? You want a rangy? Boom, we went and got Cal Hamilton. You want a block shedding defensive tackle? Travis Jones. Went and got you 2 solid corners. And then for our offense, like you said, we got 2 tight ends. Likely is basically an oversized receiver. He's like Antonio Gates. Antonio Gates rarely ever lined up in line, hardly ever. So he's going to have that similar role to him. And Charlie Kolar is going to be like it's going to be like how we had when we had Pitter and Ed Dixon, that 2 tight end set. And then Nick Boyle, like, who knows? We may slowly but surely departure from him because, like I said, he's an awesome blocker. But in the passing game, he's a liability.
But how's it? I wonder how his it made me think like the fact that they did bring him in. I honestly think I hope he's not, but I got a feeling he may be retiring, bro, because I don't know that knee. It just he didn't look right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they did bring him back a little bit too early, but it's kind of hard to tell because he really had a year. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different, and that was a vicious hit, bro. But I don't know, like it's different. Like you got all the ligaments and everything. Like I'm hoping that he's good, but I mean, they asked Hobbs, I don't know if y'all saw the presser, or is the plan to keep 4 tight ends? He was like, yep. So that means either Josh Oliver is getting traded or he getting cut because you're not cutting the 2 rookies unless they're horrible, which I doubt they are.
Yeah. And so many tight ends in the camp, it's just going to be it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
See who rises to the top. I mean, and the thing is, you know, are the drafted guys, are they safe? If we have a couple of those undrafted free agents, if Josh Oliver just all of a sudden just catches fire, you know, are those guys legitimately safe in their positions on the depth chart? Maybe they're making the team. Maybe they are bringing 4 in. Who's sitting behind Mark Andrews. Is it Josh Oliver or is these guys that they're drafted? Harbaugh said everything is earned, nothing is guaranteed.
No, absolutely, 100%. I don't think that it's always tough for a tight end to really get out there and go early in the game anyway. Like even for Andrews, it took him a minute to get like he was making catches here and there, but it took a minute. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna say about. When was the game? I think we playing Denver. That's when that was the wake-up game. That was like week 4, right? When he made that big catch, we were losing actually at that time, and he made that big catch down the seam, and it was like the light went on. You know what I mean? So it may take that. You know, I don't know. I think one thing that we did learn is that you might as well double up on everything, bro, because these injuries is not a game, bro. It's not a game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So if we happen to save or if we happen to cut Boyle before June 1st, there's no savings. It's a $7 million cap hit. However, post June 1st, it's only $5 million and you save $2 million on the cap. So we'll take a negative hit of 5, but we'll still be able to save 2 and open up to something if they were trying to go in a different direction. Which, I mean, you know, there's rumors out there. There's always going to be rumors out there as to what the Ravens may, do next. But if you retire a punter and Sam Cook, that's probably about $2.5 million that you can add to the cap. And then if you retire or cut Nick Boyle, then there's an extra $2 million to work with.
Don't forget at the June 1st, I looked this up the other day. If we trade or waive Chuck Clark at the June 1st, that's $3 million right there as well.
Okay, so the money is there to make a move if they wanted to make a move, but the price has got to be right. San Francisco's price is just through the roof right now for Debo, and it's just not. It ain't right.
Yeah. Another thing with Chuck, his agent is not saying, but did he also request for a trade? See, this is the thing. Maybe some people don't like, and y'all could agree or disagree with me. This is one of the things I love about our team. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't want to be there, I'd rather ship you off than keep you here. Yeah. Why? Because I don't want no cancer in the locker room. That's one. Mm-hmm. We a family. And what you want somebody there for that don't want to play for you? Like if we would have kept Hollywood, he wasn't giving his all. He wasn't probably going to give his all like he wanted to, especially if he was like, yo, I can't do it no more. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, you can keep somebody against. I always hear like people on the radio or on the NFL stations, one of the NFL stations, like you can keep. They still have his rights. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? What up, Perry Brooker? You got T-Rock in here. You got Delicious in. You getting some people in here, bro. They coming in,
there, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, they coming in the door.
You know what? All I hear is EDC. You know, as soon as they come to the table, like I want to be traded. He said, "Picks, you say? What?
Yeah, like Pookie, right? Turn to Tyrone Biggums.
I need the picks, baby.
Yeah, he turned to Biggums. No, but that's the thing, though. Think about that, because people will be like, "Oh, you shouldn't trade him." And I'm not saying everybody does, but I'm just saying people think that way. But then you got to think back for yourself. What if you had a job and you want a raise? You deserve a raise. Just thinking that way,
right?
And your boss like, let me think about it.
It happens once a year with me, and it's
never
like,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and the thing is, I never know what's going to happen either.
Yeah. So, but that puts you in limbo. So you got to put yourself in the same shoes as everybody else. Like, if you that player and you don't want to be there, I'd rather it be the way. That's one thing I do like about the NBA is that they're not going to hold. Look, you want to be out? You know what I mean? But this is for basketball opposed to football. It won't hurt that much when it's a football player leaving, depending on unless they like the quarterback or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But when it's a basketball, it only takes one player to change the whole game. You know what I mean? It's totally different. This is the ultimate team sport. That's one of the reasons that I love it. But if a joker don't want to be there, deuces, my man. You can go. We get something for you. Don't worry, we get something for you. Now if I'm Tyler Wallace, I'm like, man, you ain't say nothing. I'm out, brother. I love you, but I gotta get my smoke in because that's my chance.
Absolutely. I think this is a great opportunity for those guys. I'm so excited for Tyler Wallace. I'm so excited for James Prochet. I've been in his DMs right now, just like, hey man, let's get you on the couch. I want an interview. I want you to announce to the world that this is your year. That this is where you show everybody that you have ability to be. Honestly, when he was drafted, somebody was saying he was like a Emmanuel Sanders, a little bit of slower, but Emmanuel Sanders was his gameplay. What the comparison was. If he can show even a glimpse of that, huh?
They went to the same college, SMU.
Yeah. So you're seeing, glimpse. You can see just a glimpse of that from Prochet, and I think he's going to show up pretty well. I think EDC is really high on Prochet. I think like nobody is seeing what Wallace is capable of. Both of those guys had above 2,500 yards of production in college. Prochet had 3,900 and 39 touchdowns, and Wallace had over 2,500 and was just balling over there. And I'm just like, dude, like these are guys that are sitting waiting for that opportunity. As soon as they say, "Hey, Hollywood's gone," huh? Hey, go get the balls machine. Get the balls machine.
We're gonna show him love. We're gonna show him love. Like, yo, that's the he didn't go out on a. I mean, I think y'all both saw I Am Athlete. He didn't have any. He's not gonna say anything negative because there's no reason to. I do like the way that he went out opposed to the way Orlando went out. Yeah. He didn't go on Twitter rant, nothing like that. You
can see what he didn't say. There was a lot that he didn't say.
And I was like, but I'd rather you taking the higher road. At the end of the day, if you're not, they blessed you with an opportunity. You didn't have to go there. We could have shipped you off to some place where you could be with trash,
like Detroit or somewhere.
Seattle.
You'd have been sick. You know what I mean? You are really blocked now, sir. Yeah. You know what I mean? You could, you know what I mean? But the Ravens don't never do that, bro. They don't never. They always.
Because that was his first pick, so
I know he felt some type of way, but then, you know what? The blessings is coming because you just open up the door. It's Steve Bisciotti. Now we all know why Steve Bisciotti was already up there. Like when during before the Lions luncheon when they had the little thing in Florida, Steve was like, "I can't wait to see what Tyler Wallace is going to do." Yo, we take after our owner, bro. Our owner is. He shoots straight from the hip, but he want everybody to be happy. He don't want nobody. He don't overreact to nothing. I don't care about the records. He want everybody to be happy, whether you're a player or just an employee. There, he wants you to be happy. And
one thing I can appreciate about Steve Bisciotti is the fact that he doesn't have that Jerry Jones mentality. His hands are not crazy in the pie. He's not in the baking of the cake or whatever. He's just like. Hey, EBC, gonna make it happen. I'm gonna be back over here sipping my ties, doing my thing. Somebody give me a cigar real quick. Here's all the money. This is what we got for the year. I'll see y'all.
We got some questions over here, Just. I don't know if you see him. We got a few questions over there.
All right. It says we did a big A++ on the draft. Pick up some receivers. I'm scrolling down now. Real talk, another thing, you think we need to get rid of Greg Roman, switch up the offense. Yeah, true.
So here's my thing about Greg.
Here we go. Here we go, yo.
Here's my thing. So last night I did hop on a Twitter feed, and they went really in on how this was Greg Roman's fault. And like Harbaugh had no piece in this, like as if he had no say on whether or not to keep Greg Roman, and they tried to either blame Eric DeCosta. What? Hello?
You still there?
Okay, yeah.
Let's just keep messing with things.
So whether he decided, like this guy in the room, he was
messing with the comments.
I'm messing with you, bro.
Yeah. So whether he decided to blame this guy that was in the feed, he decided to either blame Eric DeCosta or he decided to blame Greg Roman for the reason we don't have Hollywood anymore.
Right.
Hollywood decided to leave because Hollywood wanted to be this poster child. But when you get 149 receptions and then you decide to go and be a backup dancer, one of the most explosive receivers in the league and nuke, you're going to have numbers like Christian Kirk. You're not going to get above 1,000 yards. You're not going to get above 7 touchdowns because Nuke is sitting right there.
Hold on. I missed something. I'm sorry. I missed something. I was looking at the comments. What did you say? As far as like, I missed something that you were saying.
This dude was trying to blame. He was basically trying to blame Eric DeCosta and Greg Roman, or excuse me, one or the other. It was one of the other. This dude who was in the feed of the Twitter Spaces the other night.
Okay.
So I kind of disagree, like, because honestly, Harbaugh is the ultimate one that's going to decide whether or not Greg Roman stays. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's on his coaching staff. That's his team. And I'm pretty sure, Eric DeCosta probably did have a conversation this offseason to say, hey, are you going to keep this guy or are you not going to keep this guy? If you with him, then fine. We rocking with him. But recognize I'm holding you both accountable if we fail. And I'm pretty sure that was an understanding there. Now, when it came to Hollywood, that system set up last year, the way that it was set up, it was for his benefit. It was definitely for his benefit. And he just went. He wanted to go because he wanted to go. And I feel like with Eric DeCosta not drafting those wide receivers is definitely showing confidence in these other guys. And then they're going to be able to make some things work, especially with those addition of those different coaches. Greg Roman is a piece of the pie. He is not the full-time chef. I mean, there are other chefs in this kitchen when it comes to game planning, because when you got, when you pulled in, what was it, the different coordinators, when you already had like so many guys already there between T. Martin, between Williams, and between who's the quarterback coach that got pulled in as well from Miami, I think.
I know you're talking about the linebacker coach, but go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah. So they pulled in all these different coaches to help with that scheme. Baltimore scheme, don't get me wrong, like Lamar has ran some of this in college. He's ran other things in college as well. He's capable of doing different things.
Right.
But this is what they're cooking up right now. Eric DeCosta called Greg Roman more of a mad scientist in the kitchen when it came to trying to develop a scheme that works for Lamar. Now, I'm not, I hate to be that Roman apologist, but, once, like, let's just say Steve Smith, like, did y'all not see him go off on NFL Network the other night? Went on full-on rampage, roasting teams, players. Didn't matter. The dude was just absolutely going stupid. But people feed into that type of drama. And don't be surprised if NFL Network doesn't get a couple of interviews from those guys that he roasted the other night. He roasted Hollywood for one.
What did he say about him?
He basically called him like a one-trick pony and just went off. I think you might have more details, Justin. Yeah. Oh, okay. You got it.
So sorry, hold on, Couch. Just, I know you're not on the computer. You're on your phone, right?
Yeah.
You want me to every now and then? You want me to look at the comments, and me and Couch can look at them and read them up. I know we can't pop them up there because this is your site. You want us to do that?
It's like a co-host, because we could probably do that.
Yeah, because I don't want you to have to strain yourself to trying to figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're doing
the outlet so I can see it all, but it's okay.
I mean, it's up to you.
Y'all can let me know what they say. That's fine. I know that's fine. I ain't no issue with that.
Yeah, I just don't want. I don't want you got people coming in here. I don't want you not to be able to see them because
you might definitely show love today. I call it paying the bills on my show.
Yeah.
I like keep the lights on. So yeah, definitely, guys. We see it. So I tell you what, we'll just go ahead and read through a couple of things, and then that way we can answer those things. Let's see here. Delicious says, I definitely think Roman is the main reason Hollywood left. And that I think that actually may be true. I think it's a system that he thinks that doesn't work for him.
Well, let me go ahead. I'm gonna piggyback off something that you said, but also this is my thing. You can't never blame whoever the guy is. You can't never blame anybody but the head coach, because if I'm the one that I make the final, like you said, I make the final decision.
Yeah,
was it a bad decision?
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna be honest with you. Only reason I'm gonna say it wasn't a bad decision because, in my opinion, is because you brought in two coordinators, technically two coordinators from college, T. Martin and Key. One of them's gonna be the coordinator next year. Only reason I'm saying that, not because we're gonna kick Greg Roman out, is because I think he's gonna get an offer to do something else, right? Because he did get offered to be a head coach at one particular time.
I think he's gonna have they have another 2019 season,
right?
Then he gets another offer,
right?
Because of what he's able to do with tight ends and ground game,
right? And even if he doesn't do it here at the professional level, if you become a head coach in college, it's still gonna be something great. But my thing, only reason I'm saying that is because you can't kick him out when we went from the ranking of our offense. Again, the ranking went from we were like. What was 28 in passing down to like 13?
Yeah, no, we were 6th ranked off offense overall this year.
Right, we were 6th ranked. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about. I'm not even talking about. I'm talking, but I'm saying just on the passing side itself, because last year,
we were 32nd ranked.
We were like, we were 32nd. So we were bottom. We came past the halfway mark. So were we? I mean, obviously, were we like healthy enough to say that we could have been like
it could have been higher.
We could have been if we had everybody on the field, we'd have been people would probably be talking a different way.
Well, Lamar was on pace for 4,000. He was on pace. He was on pace for 4,000 yards before he got injured.
Who, Lamar?
Yeah.
But and he was up for MVP. But this is the thing, not just the fact. I don't think the only reason this should show the fact that we were able to adjust, because if we did have JK and we did have Gus, he wouldn't have had that much pressure to throw the ball as much as he did. And I think he would have actually had even a better season, in my opinion, than 2019 if we had everybody in there, because there's a lot of pressure. Lamar was doing everything. He had to run the ball, he had to pass the ball, and he was almost catching the ball the way he was doing. Like, he had to do everything. You know what I'm saying? So that, I don't know. I think people got a bad taste in their mouth because I think they're looking for something that you can't find. And this, again, it goes back to if you're looking at other teams opposed to how we do things. No team does everything the same way. I mean, maybe there are a lot of teams that run the same scheme. Rams run the same scheme in Cincinnati and so on and so forth, and da-da-da-da-da. Like, that whole Shanahan scheme is there. That's it. That's their thing. You know what I mean? That's not what we do. We don't do that.
Yeah, I feel like,
you know what I mean?
It is easier. You know, would it be easier to plan, like I said, you playing Cincinnati and you playing Los Angeles and then you playing Baltimore? Let's say that Baltimore is right in between that. Don't you think that screws up their whole daggone week of preparation because of the fact that they got to prepare for something that not everybody in the league does?
Yeah,
like they're looking for that spread or anything like that. Else, that's other teams. But you looking to get beaten the mouth on the ground, and you got to prepare your entire game plan. Your Monday through Wednesday is just busy looking at tape, figuring out how you can undo everything that you have game planned the week before. It's very difficult.
You only get 2 padded practices, so
Listen. Everybody trying to say that Flores had the formula. He actually didn't have the formula. It showed more with Miami because they had the right players in the right pieces, right? But they weren't the first ones that were doing it. San Diego, LA, the Chargers were trying to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the running wasn't there, but they don't have the pieces in the back end to stop us. And that's why
when it came to that Miami game, had there been an extra 5 minutes on that game, Rashad Bateman would have ripped them loose.
But I mean, not even just Rashad Bateman. I'm just saying, just in general, I'm talking about this. Like, no one's figured out Lamar. There was no figuring out. He wasn't figured out. Everybody's been doing the same thing. They've been playing. You just have to adjust. The adjustments were there. You know what I mean? After that, especially after because sometimes this is just the way the human brain thinks. Oh, it worked, but it didn't really work. Oh, it worked, but it didn't. I'm talking about the teams before. I'm talking about Cincinnati. I'm talking about Minnesota, the Chargers. It worked, but it didn't work. It worked, but it didn't work. And then when it finally works, it's like, oh, we got to change something up. When it should have been the adjustments should have started happening before then. You understand what I'm saying?
So here's the other thing.
The game didn't come in until after it really hit. You know, go ahead.
I'm looking at this part from T-Rock here. It says we need young coaches with a whole different schemes that nobody has because if they see they line up, they know the plays. Now there's 2 sides to that. There is a part to where there's some tape to showing like G-Rose plays from back in 2012 or 2015 or whatever with Tyrod Taylor and stuff like that. However, these schemes, the ones that they implemented this year, they're not the same. And when you took Green Bay to the wire, when you took Los Angeles to the brink, that wasn't a change of offensive coordinator. G-Ro was sitting right there in the mix of that. The only reason we even lost those games is because we had a head coach with a gambling itch. But I feel like
don't do that.
Let me tell you, the dude
don't
has
trying to take a shot. You're looking for the shot. No, that ain't the only reason.
But you gotta look at the full scheme of those things. For the comeback when it came to the Colts, for the comeback when it came to the Vikings, those were G-Road type schemes. I don't care if it was no huddle or not. You were still communicating with that quarterback to say, hey. this is what's going on, because you have until 16 seconds left in the actual 16 seconds left before that helmet cuts off. And I guarantee you that as they were getting there, as far as hurry up offense and things, that Giro is in Lamar's helmet, and Lamar's still running things like a leader. He's still doing his thing as a leader with the direction of the offensive coordinator and pass game coordinator and QB coach. Those people are in his head still. So don't, every time that Lamar does good, they don't give Giro credit. But when Lamar does bad, they come for Giro's neck.
Yeah.
I agree I agree to a degree. I don't with the 2-point conversions, man, you live and you die. I don't, especially when the fact that we ain't got but so many. I know you be trying to take a shot at Hobbs every time you get a chance. Boy, you be trying to take the, he be slipping, he the joker in the back, waiting for a reason. Yeah, he did it. No, daggone well, that ain't what it is. Yeah, he did it. Nah, man, listen. I live. Look, if it happens, it happens. The Pittsburgh game, I understand totally why it happened. We had to do it when it worked. Nobody was complaining. We had to do it against Indianapolis. When it worked, nobody complaining. Soon as it don't work, everybody like, "What you doing, Hobbs? What you doing?"
I think he went a little bit too much on it. That's all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still want Hobbs here. I still like. Let me just say that, like, it's even with the bad gamble, I still feel like that Hobbs should be the coach for this team and for the future. I mean, he's one of the best coaches in the league, and I think he was paying attention to analytics. But I think, in the pressers, yeah, that was his go-to, analytics. But honestly, I feel like, okay, he was wanting to end the game, because he didn't have the corners and stuff like that. But I feel like the opportunity was better in overtime. I mean, because who's to say Lamar wasn't going to get the ball? Or who's to say our offense wasn't going to get the ball? I think there's times when you just got to be like, hey, let's flip this coin. Let's take this thing down the field and show these guys what's up. Because if we don't get this, I'm gonna catch it in this press. I'm gonna catch it in this presser.
What you saying, Just? What you saying? What you about to say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What you say?
I think with the headphones. He gotta pick and choose his spots.
Right.
Like sometimes you can go for 2, sometimes you can. Like Green Bay, you didn't need to go for 2. Me personally, you just.
But hold on. Now, see, I'm gonna clap back on that one. Hold on. Listen, this is the thing. At this point in time, what was the score? Y'all remember the score?
31-30, I believe.
Was we stopping Green Bay at
we
all?
We got previous stops in the quarter, so I get what you're saying. Aaron Rodgers with a bunch of backups, I get it, but
we would roasty toasty, brother.
Yeah, we had to play defense either way, up 1, tied. So it was like it was no way of getting around.
But the thing was this: like when that happened. Who just went down? Was it Tavon again? I think he went down.
Yes, I know somebody had got hurt. I'm not sure.
I think Anthony went out for a second, but it was like, which I mean, if the front seven don't do something, we sick. So I again, if it was a different situation, I totally understand. I don't care about. I don't even think about analytics. I don't even care about it. I'm thinking about what we gonna be. Can we stop these jokers? Because again, the Rams game, forget the 2-point on the Rams game, because that really wasn't that's not the reason we lost that game. Our defense couldn't stop them.
I think they went for the
2. They went for the 2.
Yeah, and so the thing is, they gave up 10 points in the fourth quarter. Yeah, they also scored 14 in that fourth quarter. I feel like there's an opportunity in there for that defense to actually still make that top. With that defense that they were running against Adams, which was that 17 Bulldog, I think it was working. It was working to an extent. It wasn't phenomenal, but at the same time, they put on enough clamps to put this team in position to make a comeback. I feel like they deserved that opportunity to go to that extra quarter to see what would happen instead of closing the door.
Couldn't do nothing. We couldn't stop. They can't remember the Rams came back to beat us in that game.
No, I'm talking about the Packers. Yeah.
Okay, the Packers. It was 1:30 left on that clock. A-Rod is A-Rod, brother. Sometimes you got to I understand where y'all coming from. We was triple teaming your boy.
Yeah.
Even Devontae said, I ain't never seen no defense like
Yeah, it
this.
was 17 Bulldog. Like I said, it was a beastly defense.
I ain't
We
never
had
seen 3
corners
junkers
on
on.
there.
He still was getting busy.
Yeah,
That's the scary thing.
But the thing is, I'd have took that chance. I'd have still took that chance. Yo, that 17 Bulldog with especially with the blitziness daggone defense coordinator in the league coming after him.
That's the problem. We was blitzing and wasn't getting to him.
Yeah,
that's the thing that was bothering me. Like,
but you
we
can't
were blitzing. He was sitting in the house. He said the house, the kitchen. He said the house, the cars, the kitchen, the trucks down the street. He said
they did get him for 3 sacks, though. They got everything. Yeah, they got him for 3 sacks. They said they got him for 3 sacks, and they still held him underneath 300 yards that game. He only had 268.
What? Say what?
Aaron Rodgers.
Definitely.
He had 3. We got him for 3 sacks, and he only had
268.
Yeah, 268 yards.
That's not enough, bro.
See, Aaron is one of those guys who throws normally 400 a game.
Right. I understand what you're saying.
Baltimore's defense showed up that day and only gave him 268 yards in the air.
You can't never say you showed up when you gave up over 25 points. You can't say you
gave
showed
up 3 touchdowns in the air. That was all he gave up was 3 in the air.
Couch, I'm gonna cut this out right now, man. Y'all act like y'all ain't Ravens fans. You can't be giving up these type of points to talk about the defense showing up.
Yeah.
What is it?
That's good when your starters are healthy. When you playing with guys like Robert Jackson.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Robert was just.
Look, Robert came out there with the 17 on. Talk about, I'm gonna be on Devontae. Devontae went like this. Hold on, y'all. Let me get a daggone napkin. Put it on.
It was definitely down to.
Plate, please, because I'm ready to eat.
It got so bad we had to sign Daryl Worley up the street.
Yeah, it was horrible. And then of course that next weekend, I don't even want to talk about that. That was
Joe Burrow did what he's supposed to do, honestly.
Yeah, he did.
He did it dirty. That's all Wings' fault. I'm gonna blame that on Wings.
Set a record. I'm pretty sure that Harbaugh has the Cincinnati Bengals circled on the calendar and just kind of ready to let them know, like, hey, with this defense, I want to see your Jamar Chase. I want to see your Higgins. I want to see your best shot because we got our best corners back. This is definitely the revenge tour. Folks, I gotta get rolling because it's past my time.
All
right, brother.
But it's been fun. I'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go spend some family time, maybe do a family movie or something like that. But I'll hit y'all up. Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate you.
Anytime, man.
I'll see you tomorrow, bro.
So
go ahead, Josh. My bad, bro.
But now, like I was saying, I'll just enjoy like y'all talk. See, me, I like my guests to talk. I'll sit back and I ain't wearing. You gotta keep in that safety though. So it's like they can try that Jamar Chase stuff you want to. Will he still make his plays? Yes, because he's that caliber receiver. But
yeah,
I just didn't, like I said, Jalen Armin Davis. I'm excited to see what he can do. I know he's only having 1 year starting, but like I said, Alabama, they get people pro ready the most out of anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like him. I was hoping for somebody more like a Zion McCollum or somebody, a little taller, but the kid tape is pretty good. So
yeah,
the only pick, not to cut you, the only pick that really scratched my head was the punter pick. But I understand Cook retired, he can save the money. I understand that, but I was like, you can get an undrafted punter. I'm just saying, like
and you know what it was? I think the fact that he's a punter and he does kickoff, does long kicks.
Right.
For kickoff, so they trying to think. I think they thinking out the box where like Justin is getting older. Sam Cook is 40. He'll be 41. So now let's bring somebody in that's that he can take. He can relieve. He can take over for Sam, but also he can relieve. Just from the long kicks. You know what I'm saying? And other than holding, I think he holds the Penn State record for some. I don't know for the longest kick. I don't know, but the reason why he was the number one. They say he was the number one kicker coming out because the hang time on his punts is like ridiculous.
Yeah, I know he definitely was ranked like second in his position. He's definitely good. I just think you probably take him. At least take him with the 6. I don't know if he's gonna be there, but I'm sure you can get. I'm sure you can get a punter somewhere.
I think you know what. You know what's funny though? Right after we took him, Tampa Bay took old boy from Georgia. So maybe we was on the right for it.
Then the Bills took a punter in the 6th. I get it. Like special teams is important. But I think right there, I would have liked to see another edge rusher to the way somebody can come in to a job.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking the same thing. Just Delicious was asking, do you think we're gonna re-sign Justice Houston?
At this point, we probably really have no choice, honestly, because Ty's Bowser, gotta see how he's recuperating. He like going over David Ajabo. I think Adafi got hurt as well, if I'm not mistaken, right? He got hurt too end of the year, right?
Yeah, but they said he good. He had like a cleanup in his shoulder or whatnot, but they say he should be good to go.
But definitely, he's not going to cost much. He already know.
He don't even have to come in and start, bro. Yeah. He could just come in and come in third downs and relieve. You know what I mean? That way he can save his legs and be more of a presence on the pass rush. You know,
for sure. Yeah,
his mentoring would be great for David Ajabo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for both of them, man, I keep mentoring them. Then Daylan Haynes. And then Jalen Ferguson is now another man. Now with them.
I hope the light come on for him, man. Just for his football career. And the thing that I'm thinking too is that the light didn't really come on for him until like in college. I think until like his third or fourth season. Like that's when he broke all the records. You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming. Like I said, when people talk about it, Ferg to me was never an outside linebacker. He was always a 5 technique to me. I don't understand.
Or 4-3 DN. I'm not real heavy on 3-4 defenses because you got to have guys who normally used to run dog game. Now they got to drop in coverage. Now they got to.
That's not his thing. He ain't used to going backwards. I saw when even in what game was that? He in the Pittsburgh game, he had to come in and play the rest of the game for Tyus, and he going back, and he trying to pick off a bar. It's like that's not his move.
I never was a fan of 3-4 defense.
Yeah, like that's not him. Like his hand should be in the dirt. He's the same size as Derek Wolfe, bro. He's 6'5", 285. He may have slimmed down to 275.
285. I know when he came in the league, he was 270. He bulked up like that.
He was 285 when he came in.
No, I remember him being 270, 275. I ain't never remember him being 280, but maybe that was just.
Maybe that's what they had listed down there, but maybe it could be wrong.
He was like 270, 275. I ain't never seen him at 280.
I thought he was but even at that size, that's still the same. You know, you still the same size as you 10 pounds lighter than Wolf.
Wolf and Aaron Donald only 285.
See? I rather him. He used to going forward. He plays the run well. He learned how to set the edge on stretch. He plays the run well.
Yeah, he made some good plays his rookie against Seattle when he had to come in. He set the edge pretty good.
Yeah, so just let him, man. Just put the man's hand in the dirt. But I mean now, like you said, it's now or never because to start the season off, he gonna have to be the rush linebacker. And Odafe gonna have to play the Sam, or Dalen Hayes gonna play the Sam. One of the two.
Bowser still nursing his injury, and like you said, we got going over the job. But yeah, I would definitely, if we don't resign Justin Houston, I wouldn't mind Clowney for a 1-year deal.
No, I wouldn't mind Clowney at all. Delicious did bring Clowney up as well.
I say that I get it. I know his injury. I get it. Everything y'all said. You had 9.5, almost 10 sacks last year.
Yeah, he did. He did.
It's coming off the edge. You make it a low risk, high reward type contract.
Yeah,
like we could take a chance on Sammy Watkins, knowing what he's been through. We could take a chance on Clowney because the upside is just like it's just when he on, man.
I wonder if the guy that is coming up for mission that helped David Ajabo, I wonder if he could help out Jalen. I wonder whatever potential he can help him unlock. I wonder if he can help him. The dude is not. I don't know. He's not bad. It wasn't like his rookie year he had 2 sacks. His second year he had 2 sacks. But I don't know. Again, like I said, I always thought he was a 5 technique. I never thought he was an outside linebacker. I couldn't see even when I saw him in college. I was like, yo, his hand need to be in the dirt and he need to be going forward, bro. He don't need to be backing up. And every time I see him on the field, he dropping back in coverage or he just setting the edge. I'm like, what does he do? That's not what he does. He's not. He's not that athletic, bro. You got to be athletic to play outside linebacker. You need to be an athlete. And I'm not saying he's not. He ain't got to be the fastest dude, but you got to be an athlete, bro. You got to be an athlete to be dropping back, being that big. Like I feel like every time I see him out there doing that, I'm like, yo, he a waste. That's a waste of a body.
Yeah.
Like, let him go forward. Even if he not getting the sack, he's taking up. He could get double, or he could be taking some time and work on some. You can't work on what you're not allowed to do. I think Pernell McPhee being there was holding him back.
Yeah,
because he was taking his snaps away.
Yeah, you can say that.
You know?
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't mind. I think they should resign Justin Houston. I wouldn't mind a Clowney. Either one, though, because we definitely going to need a veteran presence. You know, somebody just to come along until Ja will get ready. So how you feel about our new, like, you know, we like the young guys in receiver, but do you also still think they go make a move for a veteran? Because come playoff time, you do need a veteran, somebody who's been there, done that. You can't expect guys, as much as we like them, as much as we, you know, we can't expect guys who haven't been full-time starters to come in the playoff game.
Yeah.
That rarely happens.
Yeah. To me, I think we probably are going to bring in at least one veteran receiver. I hope maybe it's Julio if he wants to be here. You know, make life a little easy on him. You know what I mean? It's because the way they're going, I feel like we're going to go back to that 2019 type system as far as like the way we run the ball to open up the passing lanes. But I think that the concepts of the passing that we did this past year because of T. Martin and Keith Williams. I keep saying Keith Washington.
Thinking about the same.
Because I think that those passing concepts, marry that with the running game of 2019 when we were doing. That's the thing that I think that's why that's why we drafted Linderbaum, because T-Rock just asked about Linderbaum. I think that's why he makes sense, because he knows leverage. And even though for the future with Falele, the right tackle, they comparing him to Orlando. I think he's gonna be better than Orlando because he's an athlete. This dude, you don't play rugby and not be an athlete, bro.
You seen when he threw the touchdown pass?
Yeah, I saw him throw the touchdown pass.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw him throw the touchdown pass, but I was watching my boy, I was watching Murph, Top Billing.
Yeah.
He was breaking down his his bend against the first round draft picks.
Yeah.
And he played against in the Big Ten. His bend is serious.
Yeah, mountain of a man. I love that pick. I say yes. Get him on the wall.
I know he's at 6'8", 380. If he get down, and he's more bottom heavy than, like, he's not a fat dude, he's solid. If he get down to
like 365,
and turn that all into muscle, bruh.
I think they're going to do.
They're going to have. I mean, you got a nutritionist on board now. You got a like you doing this full time, huh?
This is how I would orchestrate the offensive line. You probably may like it. I will go in and put big fella at right tackle. Why not? Plug him there. Moses can come play guard because he moved around. We gonna go straight bully ball there. We're gonna have Stanley. I'm gonna just saying, assuming it's everything okay with Ronnie. Ronnie left tackle. We're going Morgan Moses at left guard. We're going Tyler Linderbaum at center. Zeitler, and we're going big for late right there.
That'd be a problem. That would
mauling you off the football. It's like nothing.
That's the smallest two cats in there. Is the right guard in the center.
Yeah, he said Tyler Linderbaum say he's gonna get the 315. He already said
I believe it. You just gotta. You ain't gotta. Yeah, school is over. Now you can get the weight on. You know what I mean? He can get the weight on now. School is over. It's going. What he's at I think he's at 290 right now. 295. He said he got up to.
He had a couple cheeseburgers. He be at 300. Didn't lift weight. So
there you go. That's it. 315. He good.
Even Zeitler, he's 330. 6'4", 330. That's not a small. So we just plow. That's how I will orchestrate the O-line, me personally. We're going to just plow you at the football. Then pass pro, you're not getting past nobody because we literally have big bodies right there.
If they put Morgan Moses at left guard, I like Ben Cleveland, man. I think he got something.
I like him too. I think I want he need at least another year of like learning me.
Yeah. I mean, and then on top of that, he was a right guard opposed to left, so that stepping probably.
He played a lot. See, one thing in Georgia, he played. I watched his tape. He played all over that O-line. He even played center.
Oh, he did.
When Isaiah Wynn was out, when they was in college together, he played right. He played everywhere on the O-line, so he can do it. Just gotta he just need more on the job training.
Yeah, I feel you. I definitely feel you on that. I mean, look, man. Moses is gonna be out there somewhere. That's what
you said. But look, big fella, we know we brought you in to play. He say he will play wherever. Gonna slide your big ass over the left guard. Now you got to worry about blocking. It's in front of you. Instead, you had to block no fast guys. You can block the slow defensive tackles outside, like Aaron Donald, of course. But then you got 330 in the middle, 330 guys, and you got 350 guy. 360, and you got Stanley over here. Nobody gonna touch Lamar. And then, like I said, let the guys. Do their things and improve. And like I said, me personally, I wouldn't mind if Julio or Jarvis Landry. You know what? Another receiver I could see us getting, Kenny Galladay. Giants say they will move him, because especially now when they drafted Wan'Dale Robinson, the Giants said they'll move him.
Oh, they did get Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah, they said they'll move him. I would take Kenny Galladay. Remember, we was looking at him in free agency.
Yeah, I thought they were going to move on from Kadarius Toney. That's what I thought they was going to move on.
No, they're going to keep him. They reneged on that, but now they say
they keep saying somebody up for grabs, bro. They went from Kadarius Toney. They went from him once he got into camp. Oh, we gonna move off from Slayton. And I was like,
they say he can go too. They said, but him and
they just trying to open up some cap space, I guess. They just trying to get rid of, huh?
No, I'm sorry. I said, and I was foul style to play. I would take Kenny Galladay, 6'4", 225, was the number one receiver. Know how to beat man coverage. He has decent enough speed. So
he just gotta stay healthy, B. That dude.
Yeah, for sure.
He didn't have one. I mean, I'm up here in Jersey. He didn't have one touchdown, bro.
Yeah, I know. It was a dupe of a year. It was a lot going on with the Giants.
Yeah, Giants is
Jones. They played with like 3-4 quarterbacks. It was a mess. I think coming here in a better organization, he'll be a little bit more, fired up. That should be good. Mind Slayton either, because he got speed. I watched him at Auburn. He's fast.
That's actually my cousin's godson. That's how I found out about him. I was like, okay. Then I seen him out there. He moving. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind any of them. I don't know if they want to go to trade route.
I would like, because he won't cost much, but he got us. His health is just so up and down. Will Fuller.
Yes, and he's still out there. Yep, he's still out there. He's another one that's still out there.
Yeah, we can get him on an base incentive contract. Like, he gonna be
that's like a prove it,
yeah. That 4.2 speed, man. What?
Yeah, look, that's what I'm saying. Like, and he, you know what's funny? And there's no knock, and I'm not taking a shot at Hollywood. I don't think we're gonna get Debo, T-Rock. I don't think that contract is stupid.
For one, he's gonna cost a lot, and two, we gotta give up a lot. We already got a similar style receiver in Devin.
But with Will Fuller, I thought Watson was trying to recruit him to come there to play with them.
Yeah,
I don't know if they want to get him, but if he come to us, the thing I do like about him is, and like I said, no knock on Hollywood, is the fact that his run after the catch is good, bro. He always had some wiggle with him. You know what I'm saying? His run after the catch. He just, like you said, he just got to stay healthy. And you know what that could come down to? On top of that, part of it, he could be injury prone, but another part of it, I think it just could be like the training system. Like, Sammy really was not hurt this year. You know what I mean? He was out for one game. Huh?
One game.
Yeah, he was like out for one game, and that was mainly because I think his knee. So he really didn't play in that Cincinnati game, and then he was back on. He only missed one game, so he didn't do he wasn't in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that if he gets here and he gets in the training system, and hopefully he be good to go, man. Well, I liked him when he was in college. You know what I'm saying? Coming out, and I thought at first he was a one-trick pony. I thought he was just take it to the house. Now, what I wanted to say when Couch was talking about Steve, was Steve taking a shot because Steve defending the Ravens. He loved the Ravens organization, bro. So anytime Steve is a loyal dude. So anytime you do something that, especially when a team did, allowed him to retire the way he wanted to, you know what I mean? And I remember him breaking down and crying like when he was having that interview. You know what I mean? He's like, he was so grateful that they allowed him because he could have got cut. We could have cut him after that Achilles, and they allowed him to, play out his career. Steve Bisciotti loved that dude. He always going to show some type of love. He's always going to show some type of love to the Ravens. So when you talking about why you out, like, that's Steve Smith, the same size. He is the same size as Murphy was right. He is the same size as Hollywood, but he not going. And I was sticking up for. I remember I was sticking up for Hollywood against Murphy. I was like, yo, he just got a different way of doing things. He like to go down and he trying to take the shots. He trying to be smart. He's like, yo, it ain't about that. And I understand what he's saying. It's the mentality. It's not about your size. It's about how, his mentality. And I really wasn't thinking about that. I thought he was just trying to be smart about it. But Steve Smith is the same size, and he was able to do it all, So, hey, man, I got nothing. I think going back to Will, I think Will Fuller would be perfect, bro. I know we're going to sign somebody that could 1 year, $5 million, he good. 1 million, and we're gonna get the money anyway, whether it's from Sam Cook or the fact that they waiting. I think they trying to wait till like June or July to extend do the extension on Marcus Peters. They want to make sure he's fully healthy because he said he'd be fully healthy by July. I think once that happens, then they gonna do the extension. You know what I'm saying? But hey man, yeah, Steve Smith was a dog. Delicious said Steve Smith was a dog. Yeah, he was a dog. I mean, it's different, bro. That's the same thing with Q. Q is that mentality, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a different mentality. Yeah, see, T-Rock said Steve was consistent. He was consistent, and we needed him at the time. Flacco needed him, if anything. He had Steve Smith on his team, huh?
Yeah, remember Stephon and Pat Jones?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he looked like he tossed him to the doggone sideline.
Dog, boom! I'm like,
I think Tylen Wallace got that dog in him, bro. I really think y'all gotta watch. Tylen got that dog in him, man. He got that dog in him, B.
He scored a pass. He played at Oklahoma State, bounced off 2 guys and scored. Yeah.
That was on the screen pass, wasn't it? Against Iowa State.
A screen or 5 and out. It was either one of them. Two.
And took it to the house.
Yeah.
This was right after the ACL.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So now he 2 years removed from the ACL. He gonna get stronger now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and he still, that was the only reason. I mean, they had a first round grade on him.
Yeah.
He was either late first round or early second round. For us to grab him we grabbed him like in the 4th or the 5th?
4th round.
4th round? Man, like even when I remember when they got him, they were EDC was like, and Tyler, why'd you get Tyler? He's like, it's Tyler Wallace. how could we pass him? We didn't think he was gonna be here. You can't pass up on nobody that good, man. We do. That would be good, man, to get. I didn't think about Will Fuller. I forgot he was a free agent.
Yeah, they ain't gonna cost a lot, not gonna demand a lot of targets. He's just gonna help us out with that speed, man.
Yeah, man. He definitely be, and that would that rotation to be strong. Just because look, we had 7 receivers, we down to 4.
Yeah,
we down to 4 on the.
We know, but then we still got Victor Benjamin. I like him a lot. He showed last year. Undrafted free agents. I believe one of them gonna make the team. I think Devin Clark has a good shot, man, out of Oregon.
Is it Devin Williams or Devin Clark?
Devin Clark, yeah, out of Oregon.
Okay, yeah. I saw
his quarterback. We picked up his quarterback too. Aaron.
I like the dude. I saw him and I saw the dude from Mississippi State. That was actually
Mekhi Pope. Yeah, he's
Pope. I mean, what I was telling, because Couch said he like him too, like Devin too. I said, I like them both. I just know that to get 101 catches in the SEC is not that ain't easy, bro.
He's going against the best of the best.
Yeah, that ain't easy. And they brought an air raid system there, but I don't care what type of system you brought there. That's the SEC, bro. That ain't easy. That ain't easy to do. And he was at Cal before he got there.
Yeah, I heard.
He transferred there.
Yeah, and the kid, Mika Amizi out of NC State, 6'3", 215 pounds. He had like 800 yards, 7 touchdowns. He can play too. So we definitely, before it's all said and done, this receiving core will definitely be what we wanted.
Yeah, they see a lot. I think a lot of them came in because they see the opening. There's a chance. There's a big chance. There's only 4 receivers that's locks, 4 locks that's on the team.
That's 2 or 3 spots that's up in the grade. Yeah.
Yep, 100%. Because even if you're not on the active roster, you're gonna be there. And then on top of that,
well, because one injury or something, boom, you getting called right on up.
Yep. So I think with that being said, though, there was who was it? There was a couple of people that it's a safety. What do you think about? I wanted to ask you what you think about with Chuck, why he want to leave, because they asked his agent, did he request? The agent didn't say nothing, so I'm assuming he requested for him out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which I thought, to me, I was like, I don't think they weren't trying to replace him. Like, I mean, maybe the writing's on the wall to a degree. Like, after a while, you're gonna be out of here. But I don't think he was offhand like saying, "No, we replacing you." They want to run that three safety shell, like, you know what I mean? That big nickel. And now with him gone, I mean, Tony Jefferson gonna have to step up, and he gonna have to play the big nickel, which I don't think it'd be a problem either. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, how you feel about Chuck wanting to go?
It is what it is, girl. Like I said, man, he always been a solid player, but not great. Like I said, he played for 3-4 years and has only 2 interceptions, bro.
Yeah, you mean as far as the starter?
Yeah,
because he been here. He came in with Marlon.
Yeah, 2017 draft class. Yeah.
But
yeah, he's solid. But like I said, he's not a game changer. Like, he's just a guy. He's gonna do his job.
Yeah.
I think you can't a guy like Cal Hamilton, you gotta let him flourish. You can't hold. Yeah. You just gotta let him flourish. Like, you gotta let him go. So Chuck, he's a good guy, so hopefully they'll trade him somewhere. Me personally, I would trade him to probably like Philly or New York and get one of them receivers they don't want.
I think if anybody's he probably want to go on the wing, because they do need another safety, I believe.
Yeah, I'll
run that system.
You can sit him there and get like a Slayton or Galladay. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I feel you.
Do that straight up. We don't gotta be no picks. You don't gotta be nothing. We just do that straight up. Y'all need. That's a need we need, and everybody.
Yeah. I'm starting to like that. I know you said Slayton, but I'm starting to like that. I know that's my cousin's God something. I'm starting to like that Will Fuller. I like that sound about good. I don't, because you know what it is? I wouldn't mind Slayton here. I really think he would help a lot. It's just that the Giants, Joe, it seems like they playing games, brother. You don't go down the line of receivers. Oh, we gonna go. He on the block. Oh, now he on the block. And these jokers is coming in on their off. On this is not mandatory mini camp. This was you know what I mean? This is voluntary for you to come in, and you pressing jokers to come in the door. Now, if you want to trade me, let me know so I can get. I don't have to be here. You know what I mean? Don't play any games, and that's what they tend to do. You know what I mean? Like ever since Tom Kaufman been gone, bro. Like, and I hear it damn near every time during the football season, because I'm up here with these Giant fans. I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, y'all get me sick. Just listening. It sound like a whole bunch of losers. I can't deal. I can't deal, B. I'm like, I don't want to hear about no damn. I don't hear this shit. but But I mean, he's a burner though.
Yeah.
He's a burner. So either way, it would help. You know what I'm saying?
All right, folks, we're gonna wrap it up for tonight, man. Cam Rue, thank you for coming on, brother. This was
Salute,
fun.
brother. Appreciate it.
Definitely check him out, man. And my man Couch Rider Report, man. Go subscribe to that. Them guys be on there like every other night, man. Got good stuff. And check out Cam Rue. He got music on Spotify. I think you're on SoundCloud too, right?
Everything, bro. I'm on everything. If you go to my link and go to my IG, on link right there, I am Camru 52, and the link is right there at the top of my page, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you listening to it. What up, Delish? T-Rock, hopefully you get an opportunity to hear it, you know what I mean? And I hope you get as many views as possible, bro. We're going to keep it rolling. Maybe you might jump in tomorrow. We can really dive in. I know it's going to get sick tomorrow when we get on.
Yeah,
I'll tomorrow evening.
You know the time. I ain't got no problem with that. I'll hop on.
Yeah. I'll let Jermaine know.
Gotcha.
See what it is. All right, bro.
Y'all have a good night, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow or Tuesday when I do my breakdown of the NBA playoffs.
Yes, sir. Peace.